Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the channel. My name is Rigatoni. I'm gonna be making a video going over. I think Grand Cross is in a fairly rough spot in terms of freshness, I guess you could say. I think the game is still making money. Obviously, we hit top grossing for Goddess Elizabeth on, or not Goddess Elizabeth, Bloody Elizabeth on JP side. So whoop-de-doo, that's cool and all. But I just think that the game is in a very weird spot. Like, they're updating it, they're adding quality of life changes, but nothing to like ease the burden for newer players. Nothing to like the only thing they've added in the past few months is this. And if you're not a end game player, you're never gonna touch this. I don't know. I'm just, in my opinion, it feels like there's always too much to grind or not enough to grind in this game. It's really weird. Like, everywhere I look, it's just I'm bored of Grand Cross. I'm quitting Grand Cross, and I'm not gonna lie. In my PvP video today, it should be going up before this, I faced literally angel teams the entire time. There's no variety in PvP. It's almost the exact same thing every single time. You get the occasional Brunhild Sigurd team, I guess, or maybe mono, but I'm genuinely just like, I wish there was something different in the game. Like, they're kind of like cycling, repeating. Tower of Trials came back in a while. Obviously, we have this tower, but this is literally just Auto City. It's whatever. We've seen it a million times. It's not new, you know. Final boss. The final boss is an absolute joke because they don't limit units. I wish they capped you at level 80 SA4, like how the old final bosses were, or even just level 80. Make it somewhat difficult, but you can usually just auto every single final boss that they release nowadays. And when they drop the legend final boss, that's a complete joke. You get 5 gems. Nobody cares about it. PvP, obviously, like, they haven't updated the rewards. They haven't done anything. Like, they don't give much of an incentive to actually play the game, which is very weird. Like, the only incentive to play the game is get gems, summon new unit. That's about it. There's probably a bigger thing with this video, because like going over the patch notes, like the only thing that they have like that sounds interesting is the labyrinth mode, which is the underground labyrinth. This is the only thing that I'm genuinely like somewhat excited about. The final boss, it's gonna be boring. I'm 99% sure it's going to be an absolute boring, just bring the Bond team, bring the full. I guess you probably can't bring the full Angel team because it's gonna be a final an Angel boss. So I don't believe you're able to bring the unit that you fight against. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, from what I remember, you can't bring like a Bond to the final boss. Bond one. You can't bring Escanor to the final boss Escanor. So I assume they would still lock it out. But I wish they would, you know, lock out certain units. Like really busted units, you know, like festivals and stuff, because otherwise they just make it an absolute joke. There's no challenge like at all. I think for lower ones they should just give you free reign, so that way newer players, they can just stomp it, get the points. But then when you go to the hardest difficulty, I believe it's extreme, start locking stuff out, make it more difficult, something. But there's nothing. Getting cosmetics for more fun units, you know, like, oh, I don't know, an older unit. Like, let's say you want to level up this Bond, Nunchuck Bond, you know, like, you're gonna, okay, actually, you probably might not have to buy his outfits. He has like 30, but just for example, say he had like no outfits or anything. Actually, I think his headpieces are fairly limited. I'm fairly certain his headpieces are fairly limited. So imagine spending 30 gems, 30 gems, 20 gems, 20 gems, 20 gems. Like, why are they not cheaper? Like, they're so old. They're so old. I'm so sick of this terrible system of 30 gems for an S or a UR, 20 gems for an SSR, 15, or is it 10 for an SR? I can't remember. It might be 10. It's probably 10. Yeah, it's 10. Like, it's still too much in my opinion. Like, you can't have fun. You either have to just like focus on just like a few units, like for newer players, and like that's why there's no variety in the game. There's no way to like actually like max out really old units that are like quote unquote fun, like how I did a video with Aliotti. You should have just seen the video with Bond. Like obviously level 100, that's fine. Not having like even SA6 to an extent, I guess, is fine. But like you never see any new units out on the field really, unless it's for a showcase. Like that's legitimately the only time I ever see anything random or wacky. It just feels like an odd place for Grand Cross, because everywhere I go I see people quitting, people selling their account. I'm selling my JP, but not because I'm bored of the game on JP, because there's another big problem, an underlying problem of why I think we're also losing players. Google Play is locking out players on the JP and possibly the Korean side. Possibly the Korean side, because of I think when you buy something on the JP side, they're losing out on money because they have to transfer to yen or something. I assume that would be the only reason they would lock players out. There must be losing money in some way. So you cannot buy anything. You have to go through this rigorous process. I did it about 3 times. It still broke on me every single time. It would last for like a day or two, and then I'd have to reset it. And having to go through all that tedious process at 3 a.m. in the morning just isn't fun, because that's when the game resets, and it's horrible. I hate it. It's very stressful, especially when I'm trying to get out a video or I'm trying to stream. It's just undoable, and I don't know if it's broke or not, because I don't want to buy a pack just every time just to check if it's working, especially since the new unit packs aren't even out. But everywhere I go, like Nagato's guild, Vast, they're like dead. They don't even get the daily gem anymore. I'm seeing tons of people just not wanting to play or push Guild Wars in my JP guild, me included. Like I couldn't be asked. Like it's so much work, and it's just not fun. Realistically, it's not fun. This isn't like a complaining video. I just think that we need something new in the game. We got the original demon. Woo, we have to farm that thing 6 to 12 times a day for one level 100 unit. It's a ridiculous amount of materials, and it's very annoying to farm demons. Like, quality of life updates should be big, not like, oh, here's a little search feature in your box by race or characteristic. That's cool and all, but what I want for quality of life update is, I don't know, collect all out of all of your inboxes or something. You know, maybe stuff like that. Or, I don't know. Like, this was a pretty nice quality of life update, you know, getting this little thing down here. Maybe another quality of life update if we go to the tavern. Have a merchant in here so you can just straight up buy all of the food from them, you know, from like all the towns. You can buy the pendants for the town events, so you don't have to run to every single town. Make your demon so if you spawn one whole row instantly, you just click as many skip tickets as you need, and then if you get all the same demon on each row, maybe you can just use you just have to beat it one time and it counts as all 3. Like, that would be a great addition, because then that's only 2 to 4 demons per day instead of the 6 to 12, because you'd have to clear it every single time if you know, like, swap demons with a buddy. It's just so rigorous. And even then, maybe even just remove the limit for these, or just a limit in general for demons, you know, because some people still need demon mats. You know, sometimes you gotta farm like 1,000 crimson mats sometimes because you just want to get those out of the way, but you can't. I don't know, but I'm really, really hoping that this labyrinth mode is something actually good, because there just hasn't been anything new. Like, they're nerfing the deer, cool. The final boss, we've already seen it. It's gonna be the same old stupid gimmick. It's gonna be very boring. I don't know. I had a whole nother theory on it, or not theory, like way to take this video, but it's just so exhausting trying to like just talk about the game, because gacha games suck. I wish I could expand out from this game. I wish I could. But you screw your channel over so much. I hate YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. YouTube has terrible, terrible ways of making a channel. I think how your video should be pushed out, or like the algorithm should work, is based on a genre. So if you do movies, or like reviews or something, you should do reviews. That's pretty broad, you know, or entertainment in general, I guess. Gaming, like I should be able to do any game and it should still post that I posted a video on this day or this time. But if I do like a BBS video, nobody gets notification for it except for my Discord. I did a reaction video on Diablo Immortal a few days ago and hardly anybody got a notification for it. If I do a Grand Cross video, it usually attracts way more people. Obviously, I'm a Grand Cross channel, but I don't know. That's just where it is. Yeah, that was a bit of a ramble, but I don't know. This game just needs some sort of fresh content because I'm sick of doing the same thing. Like literally, the only thing I'm doing right now is just trying to beat this floor 3, and then after I beat this floor 3, I'm only gonna do floor 1 and 2 again until we get the new unit, because I won't care about this. This takes so much work to get. It's just not even worth, even with 6/6 Freyr. Like, the only new content they bring into the game is the new Demonic Beast every 6 months, the new Tower of Trials, which they should be adding a new floor every single month, which they haven't. It's been at least 4 months. Reverse Sage, nope, they haven't touched Brawl. They haven't touched Knighthood Boss really since last year, I believe, is when they added the unknown one that you want to bring, like Unknown Fairy Giant. They need to update Fort Soldiers, in my opinion. Like, make this have insanely higher rates for an SSR pendant. 4%. Let's see. So let's do this. Watch us get a bunch of SSR pendants. Okay, so that's a guaranteed. I'm not counting that. That's like every 10 runs or whatever. 1, 2. You actually gave me a pretty good amount. So we got 3, I guess, technically, besides the guaranteed. That was actually good. God damn it. But either way, I think they should just completely revamp this. Like, they took away the anvils as well. Make this, you know, where we can choose one each week for either the essay or anvil dungeon or the training dungeon. Like, there's no reason you had to take it away and make it every other week for either of them. Like, I think it's so dumb. Take away the limit on anvils as well. Like, if you guys don't know, you used to be able to do this for 1 or 2 hours. I can't remember exactly how long the anvil dungeon lasted, but you had infinite runs, and you could farm up to like over 1,000 anvils if you actually played it. They say that they made it unlimited time for more free-to-plays to do it, but it's like, why? Like, they could easily make this unlimited runs, and you could probably farm over 2,000 anvils now if you had the new Red Liz. Like, genuinely, you would destroy the anvil stage if you actually played it. It would be insane. SA coins, I think they should increase the rates as well. Like, it's pretty bad. I can't even check without actually activating it. These are fine. I think this is a scam. There should be like 2 SSR coins. But yeah, that's it. These are fine though. I think that these are fairly balanced. This one is like, but the enhancement one, I think they should drop guaranteed, or just drop the gold chest for the 6-star ones. Like, this is a joke. Like, we need so many more enhancement stones now. But yeah, just revamp this entire thing. Increase all of the drop rates of it, honestly, and it would just be decent. But yeah, that's just my little rant. Let me know down below what you guys think. Do you guys think that there should be brand new content? Like, it's pretty dry for me. Like, I don't really do anything in this game anymore besides try to beat 4-3 because of I have every relic in the game now, by the way. I just have to register hers. Besides the new like Droll and Scotty, which I'm not even gonna get. I'm gonna save for either a Ragnarok Diane or the big Diane. That's about it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This is a very time-consuming video because I had to think about what to say, and even then, I don't even think I came across as how I wanted it to, unfortunately. Just a very weird subject to talk about, but yeah. The game is doing fine, but I wish it would do better, basically. I think that's what I should have said at the very beginning, but yeah, hope you guys stick to the end, which I doubt very many people did. But yeah, take care. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and peace out.